You recognize the Wind Waker music? Yes, yes. I figured I'd spice it up because we were listening to Breath of the Wild last time. So, welcome back to Sketchbook Thursday. During another session of art where we're gonna do some figure drawing and then we're gonna work on hands again. I'm almost done with this month of hands and it feels good. Even though, like, I started this in the middle of the month, so it's kind of lame. I'll be getting back to hands, I'm sure. It's in the rotation. So I was actually digging out my old sketchbook and looking through and stuff because I had worked really hard on trying to up my figure drawing, kind of like what I'm doing now, but it was much more intense because I was watching videos and stuff and trying to break down the muscles. And I saw stuff in there, and I was working on hands too. I had some pictures of the bones and stuff, and I kind of want to go and touch on some of that stuff because it was pretty useful for getting into the right headspace for figure drawing rather than just jumping in immediately. And I think for the body, when I'm drawing, I think it's probably been pretty obvious when I've been drawing the figure drawing that I've been doing here on stream, that I tend to try to, do the basic elements of the body and then build on the arms and the legs and stuff. Hello, Zarlark! How you doing? So, with that in mind, I'm just gonna do a little quick thing of, this is one of the things that I had learned that I haven't really been, loyal to, I guess. I learned it, and then, if you don't use it, you lose it, kind of a thing. And I've noticed when I've been doing the figure drawing with you guys on stream, where I'm like, oh, the rib cage and stuff, and I end up getting caught up and slowing down on like what exactly the shape should be, and like the pelvis box here, what that should be and stuff, so it doesn't come as smoothly as it should when I'm just drawing it like crazy. And there's certain rules to kind of generally follow with this. Like the rib cage tends to follow a line that's different. I don't know what the correct word is just here, but generally, like, the pelvic section is in this direction, then the rib cage is in the opposite, as like a balancing wise thing, and then the leg comes down kind of like as a curve here, and then the bottom part of the leg has a slightly backwards curve. So you've got like the curve going like this and the curve going like this on the leg here. And these are things I just need to remember to keep in mind. And I'll probably dig through, I'm gonna continue to dig through my sketchbook and get these little bits, these tidbits and stuff, and practice them again and share them with you just because it's helpful. If you get like the general structure stuff in your head, drill it in your head, those simple rules, and you can like build on that and just do the groundwork quicker, which will lead to a better picture overall when you start adding details because you'll have a better foundation. Stressed as always, but still alive. Yeah, you're still crunched to get projects done, right? How's that going? I'm pretty good though. I've got work, but I'm trying to balance it. That's gonna be my big thing this next year, is like, let's try to balance stuff. Let's just try to do that. So, maybe this will help people. I don't know. Okay. Wait. Trying to do something here. I don't know if it's gonna work. But yeah, it's generally like if you add dynamic sway with the spine, then you're gonna get like a better looking picture than whether it's just like standing flat, like, oh, this is the head, this is the rib cage here, and then right underneath it is the pelvis. So like it's fun to play with that, and it's that same thing of like the pelvic area is going one way and the rib cage is going the other. So. Anyway, should probably get to trying to figure draw in just a few seconds each, a few minutes. See how good we are today. So, line of action. We want to draw only decent models, unfortunately. Nude is just, it's easier to, if you have the chance, it's easier to learn the form and drill those fundamentals in when there's not like a bunch of baggy clothes around. And good lighting. Good lighting is important. I'm still on my paper figured project thingy, and I still have a 3D modeling, rigging, texturing, and walk cycling, an entire WordPress page, a short trailer, and an entire 12-page magazine designed to go. Oh my goodness, Hendris. The 3D modeling project though, been there, done that. It's, if you need any help, and everything until like early to mid-January along with exams. Yeah, if you need any help with the 3D modeling stuff. I've been working on that since early October. That's quite a while though. That's great at the moment. Why is the 3D modeling project taking so long? Is it just like learning the program slowing you down? Okay, class mode, because that's important. 1 hour. Both genders. And then we get drawing. Oops. Come here, you. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, I just realized that the preferences got wiped again. Again. I wasn't looking down because I can tell if it gets reset because the buttons that you can program on the tablet, they'll have like the text right next to them, so it'll say what they're supposed to be, and they're all stock right now, so that's great. Restore. Replace. I need to get my... It's been taking so long because I have barely started to work on that one. Since I need to get my magazine printed, I'll be doing those 3 days where that thing is getting printed as time for 3D thing. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, yes, there we go. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. We are back. Let me just make sure that this is... Okay, we're good, we're good. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna just reset that if we can. Oop. Okay. That's fair, I guess. Took too long. So, let's see. and trying to keep up with the whole shape of the rib cage thing and the shape of the pelvic area. That's what I'm going to try to focus more on today, to really drill that home for me. And the curve of the spine, because that's one of the biggest things that matters in figure drawing. Also need to change that song. Oh, her leg's actually going up like this. There's much more of a twist than I was going for there. That would actually have been a fun one to really, really draw. So we have the body facing this way, pelvis, leg. Oop. I see chat has moved. I have to look over in a second. So these are clothes that are okay because they're skin tight. Way better. Okay. Oh. Here. I'm gonna pause. Since I need to get my magazine printed, I'll be using. Oh no, surprisingly, I haven't cut myself while working on the paper thingy yet. Well, that's because you're good. You got this. You got this, Hendrix. It is much harder when the character is all hunched up. Let's try to read it. His legs are really far out there. He was like doing practically a split. I cannot do that. Got that, and then we got that capula. a little bit more time. I was not used to. Wasn't expecting it. Oop, okay. I feel like the best way to deal with these kind of things, because you definitely want to, like, idealistically, right? You'd want to be able to get to the point where you could just be like, I can capture all of the things at once in one go and just be able to draw it super fast. But not really a totally real thing. But to be able to capture the flow and the movement, that's what allows you to do cartoons and stuff. Simplifications of a movement. Because a lot of the things that we do, it's much more subtle than what shows up as a cartoon. They exaggerate the movement. So if you can capture a movement really quickly in a motion that you like or want in a position, then that makes it much easier for you to just to draw that kind of stuff, both from reference and just from the mind. Because you'll have that and you'll be able to go, oh, I want this, and it will translate really well. Even from basic shapes. It's almost like Pictionary, I guess, where you try to draw a thing as simply as you can and the person tries to guess it as quickly as they can with that simplification. And it's like, how well can you get a stick figure to translate before you start laying on all those details and like really capture the original thing? Because I mean, obviously, Pictionary is an example. You can draw things that aren't necessarily like the thing, like grass could just be like lines like that. Like, that's not how grass looks, but it captures the essence of grass. Oh man, I need to work on. There's a technique for foreshortening. Well, just in general for when you're drawing, is using rounded lines to show the movement and position of the leg or the arm. Can't really do it right now because I'm trying to focus on this. I can probably do it here. Maybe curve it this way to show that it's coming forward. I feel like I've seen this one before. I do like Bird Lady though. The lighting works for me. Yeah, I'm definitely favoring the torso right now. Because if I have to break it down, I should just do it. You know, sometimes it can be overwhelming trying to like really refine everything all at once. We'll get there. My speed will improve. Oops, that is the wrong way to curve that bone. Extra time. So good. To see if I can like branch out into at some point, maybe later in this coming year, if my skills improve such. Tried doing a character drawing, caricatures. Those are a rush. I've wanted to get better at them. This isn't as good. This needs to be... What does this need to be? Don't know. My brain is just telling me it's wrong. I'm sure it is. I know it's past Christmas, but I'm really digging the snowfall thing on my stream. I think it's really the foreshortening that's killing me on this, because I'm like, the legs are too short. And it's like, oh, well, that's because the camera's positioned high up. But in the little line work that I did here, it doesn't really translate as well as you'd like. Oh my gosh. I am listening to a Spotify mix right now, right? That I wish I could share with people, but Twitch is Twitch, and I don't want like everything to be muted. But what just came on, Fake ID, that is a song, one of the songs that my friend is made, or she definitely sings in it, that's for dang sure. So you should go listen, go support her. Okay. I don't know if the genre is your thing, but definitely give it a go. Link to the playlist, please. Let me pause this. Can I? Yes, I can. Here it is. You can listen to Fake ID. Kalo. Actually, Written. Yeah, she's been collaborating with Written. Riton. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm gonna be honest. But she does like more like house dance music. Gotta grab some breakfast. Oh, Andrews, isn't it supposed to be like night where you are? There are many things. Withdraw from caffeine. Headache, a tight schedule, this ain't one of them. Okay, resume. Upside down. Now that's something to make your brain think. Because you can get used to certain shapes. But then when you have to do it in a different direction, your brain's just like, what? And you have to relearn it. $21.35. Ugh, you guys in your military time. I guess we're probably the odd ones. Only going from, well, up to 12, really. $9:35 p.m. Should have made me work for it. Be like, you can do the math. You can figure this out. 13 is 1, so count from there. Well, this is gonna go off the page for sure. That's one of the things why I love scrap paper. I feel like it lends itself way easier to this kind of stuff where you're trying to go fast, because you can just like rip another piece of paper out, where with this it's just generally slower where I have to erase. Or what I should do is, well, no, because I don't even know if there's hotkeys to like hide a layer and then to add a new one. I guess I could probably make a script that would do that, where I just press the hotkey and it hides the layer I'm on and makes a new one. Should probably look into that. Oh, technology. This leg is too far down, I think. I'm gonna fight with that forever. I think I might have also made the torso a little short, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. It kind of works. Aw, man. I was drawing that. Not doing Zerlix Slayer in Minecraft at the moment. Minecraft is such a chilled game. You can totally, like, do that while you're doing something else. I feel like that's also like Animal Crossing. You can kind of do the same thing. Multitasking games. Okay, I'm getting silly with the detail here. Let's just stick with the basics. Add up from there. Oh my god, this song. I'm super picky about rap. Can I just say? Oh man. Stacking these elements. Okay, we have an arm like that. I definitely, oh my gosh, messed up somewhere along the line with making him too tall or something. That's what happens. Gonna detail a little. I don't have enough time. Well, actually, I have 6 minutes left. That's so awesome. It's just like I'm expecting it to change, right? And then I look over, I'm like, oh, I have more time because it's the longer one now. Could definitely use the extra work though. I just got it, so I want to make my lair in it just for giggles. You just got Minecraft? No. What? No. You can't tell me you just got Minecraft. Yes? Oh man. Zarlark. You are in for a time sink. You thought you knew what a time sink was. But you did not. think I screwed up his torso, but that's because I'm not good with men torsos. That is something I'm gonna need to work on. That's why we're here, isn't it? My cat is pounding on my door, my goodness. After this picture. I'll deal with it after. After I draw this buff dude. And then by the time I get over there, mind you, she's gonna be like, ugh, I give up. Give up on you. And then I'm gonna be like, I did not even have to come over here. Then the second I leave, she's gonna change her mind. And that's how life works with a cat. Can't wait to do faces. My favorite thing. And also invest in a webcam. And potentially lights. I don't know, like I need to get the new webcam in and then see if I need to also get some better lighting for like a really nice art stream thing. I see some of those traditional artists, they got it so fancy. Oh my god, I can't do faces at this level with these pixels. It's just not. They're gonna look really weird and cartoony. And it's not really helpful to me because I'm just gonna start struggling with it and like nitpicking and trying to make it look good. It's something where I think I either need a better Wacom that can handle that kind of detail at a smaller level, or just like the bigger canvas, something. Like it just doesn't work out quite that nice in this current setup to try to do thumbnail faces. Windmaker music. You're humming it too? Hello there, Uni. What's up? Oh, short break. Time for some tea. I'm whistling it. Oh man, I wish I had those kind of whistling skills. I've always been pretty lame at whistling. Like when I was a kid, I would just fake it with my voice. I got good at that. I'm good. I guess I'm better at parroting than I am at actually whistling. So the best I can really do is just like 1 or 2 tones to call the dog. And it's so bad because my parents have a certain tune, like they whistle, to find each other, like before the days of cell phones, when we were in the stores and stuff, walking around, we'd whistle to each other. And you'd hear it, and you'd know that's one of them, so you could just, like, locate each other based on the sound and where it's coming from. But when I wanted to whistle for them, I couldn't. So I just had to wait, and then find them when they whistled. But now we just text each other. Oh, this tastes so good. I'm basically just chugging it down. I need to make like more than just 1 cup. Okay, especially in these like really cold winter days. Let me erase. Make some room. I think this helps with keeping them smaller. To just have to erase the room that I need, I think. I don't know, it seems to be working so far-ish, kind of. I'm also carrying a lot less, which also helps. Alright, go! Alright. Oh, this is the 25-minute one. Oops, no. Okay, and now we have the pelvis kind of going in the opposite way from the rib cage. It's kind of going in that direction. It's nice to be able to chill out for a sec here. I think I might be putting too much space here, though. I need to get better at that measurement. So I'll just shorten that a little. Okay. So we have this arm obstructing again. So I'll leave that for later. Got... This actually looks like it's more of this direction. Just make the pelvis lean more like that, I guess. Because you're putting more weight on this leg. It's more of the weight-bearing leg for sure. Sad grandma music. Okay. So that arm's there, and then this comes up again, and it kind of obstructs a little. Definitely overlaps itself, so I'm not going to worry too much about the front part of the arm, the forearm. I'm just going to worry about the back too. Make sure I get the measurements right. And here, this is obviously wrong because this arm should be like this, where this arm is much lower. So, I screwed up. I have the time now to be able to work through this to see where I screwed up. 'cause that's important. Right, so the head's still kind of positioned in the right spot. Got the rib cage here. Although I'm noticing like a curve that's almost like this. So we have the middle here. It's interesting. But I'll go with that. Since I'm seeing the sway, that's what I gotta go with. Using both the outer lines and the negative space between things. Let's try to work it out. Okay. So now that that's worked out, more or less, we have the weight-bearing leg here. That comes down fairly flat. Probably bending the leg a little bit too much. 'Cause I want it to be all dynamic, damn it. Have a bit more movement. I can't. Looks like the middle of the pelvis is probably here, because this leg is further back. So we have this leg coming down. The knee is a little bit lower than this knee. So that's about right. And the leg comes out a little bit to the side. It's more like that. It's kind of like that. I think this needs a little bit more tilt. So it generally captures the movement of his action here, and the weight. Capturing the weight, super important. Just realized that like my cat was going crazy at my door, and I was like, oh, I have to deal with that, and then she just stopped, so I didn't. It's great. Never had to leave. So there, I just added a little bit of extra dark to the foot to kind of ground it more, because that's the important thing here. Okay, we need to turn the knee more forward. Because this leg isn't really sideways. And that is a problem with the sketch. That's a little bit better. Ugh, can't see this part, but I'm assuming his legs are fairly buff, so. Okay. So that looks pretty good. We can hope. So now we do the man torso. The thing I'm not the best at. Got the curve. I'm trying to capture the whole curve of the torso here because he has a curve going on. It's also curled inward a little bit, and this is very flat the way I have it now. It's another one of those foreshortening things. Oh, I also can't give him too much of a hip. Gotta be careful with that. Yeah, I think I have to move this down a little bit more. Okay. Now the neck is here. I'm gonna bring the head down more to show that general curving of the body going on. Curving inward. Curving in and downward. I don't know. Oops. I feel like he could be a little bit more muscular, or it's like I made him a little bit too small with his ratios. Which would be something that I would generally just fix with Photoshop and go, hey, we're gonna do some warping and free transforming and just generally do those edits. And most of the time that I've been doing, which is why I've been naughty because I haven't been figure drawing, I've just been using a lot more and more of free transform and warp, and I'm getting to the point where it's like, I should probably brush up on the fundamentals a little. Not just puke out a bunch of lines on a paper and then just rearrange them until they suit me. It's a method that works, but yeah, it doesn't curve as much as I'm giving him because he's so built, it's kind of just a cylinder. And this is not enough fingers. That's what that is. Since we have time, I'm gonna lower this because that needs to happen. And the shoulder needs to lower because we've got the trapezius back here going into, I believe, the deltoids, the muscles on the shoulder. I'm not super well acquainted yet. I've tried to. I know there's some really good artists out there that know all the basic anatomy stuff, because that's something pretty important if you want to really up your game. That's why I was like saying like, oh man, this Bogart book, the art book on dynamic hands and stuff, he's got even the veins down because he knows the hand intimately. This would be the part, if I was on paper, I would start shading, which I'm kind of trying to do now. That'd be fun to do. I'd like to also show off some like techniques and stuff that I've learned traditionally. Not that I have too many, because I'm not a traditional artist and I kind of like quickly left that scene to do Photoshop stuff, but like different shading things, especially with anime eyes. I learned really a really nifty trick when you have drawn them on a sketchbook and then you do the line work and you're at the coloring stage of the eye. I would take, like, I would be using like gel pens to ink in and colored pencils to color, right? So I'd color in the base and then I would take the ink and I'd normally do a little bit of the pupil and then just like little dots around this upper part, and then I'd quickly switch to the colored pencil, and I could basically smudge the ink so you get this nice gradation effect of absolute black to color. That was a nice thing. Just like little things like that, I figure could go over as well. Have an anime day. Oh my gosh. Anime and manga drawing. How'd you? It's actually a shame because I actually used to teach a few workshops on that. How to draw your anime characters. Old ones, young ones. Sneaking out the back door. This is pretty much done. Draw on the stick. Heck yeah. Try to do the head, I guess at this point. It's like I just can't do the eyes. But he does have his eyes closed, so maybe I'll just do that. Try to make him not look like a cyclops. That'd be cool. Just has a gigantic forehead, it's fine. Nice, got gigantic eyebrows, also fine. So it looks like his hair split is not as uniform as I made it in the sketch. It's not too bad. This leg is a bit small, I guess. Alright. I finished it, I think. And even with a couple, well, 2 minutes to spare. So we'll just go to the next one. Or actually, is this it's 4:15. It's 4:15, so we kind of did the first hour, really. I could continue on, but I should probably switch over to hands and be good about this. So I'm gonna erase these. Oh wait, I didn't mean to make a new layer. Just trying to keep it all in one. So let's go back to hand and feet drawing. Should probably cut that earlier. We're 16. We're working on hands, both genders, class mode, 1 hour. Get drawing. Oh, before we start, there was a thing, I might actually have it in my sketchbook that I'll just use from there. But we'll also do a Google search real quick. So we have another technique for drawing the hand rather than breaking it down into the blocks. This shows a lot of like the extra bones. Oh goodness, I'm yawning. But anyway, this whole big block here is just one unit to simplify things. And then I was doing a little bit of this earlier, especially with the Bogart book, where I was breaking down these things into like knobby bits and then a clearly curved line on either side to the next knob. And it just kind of goes like that, where the joints of the finger are. But here, I was trying to make this all one big unit, because honestly, like, that's what it seems to be in your hand. You can't really bend this too much. It's just is what it is. But it might be helpful as a technique to break it down to just basically the bones. So you have a, let's see, do a basic hand. I just saw it in my sketchbook. I'm like, oh, you know, this isn't too bad of an idea if you're doing like an expression with the hand, where you have this wrist area here that then connects with the actual wrist. You can have where your fingers start. All these bones are basically the same. Basically the same height. Pinky's always a little bit shorter, but and then the thumb joint comes out of this block. Photoshop, what are you doing with that line? have to remember the height differences on the joints here. Just kind of, I guess, go from looking at my hand for reference. It says that this joint is definitely the highest. Yeah, that's one skinny dude. We have the other joint. Probably, yeah, right, because I'm going on like a reference of the skeleton and then also like reference of my skinny hands. Probably doesn't do much favors. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to personally use the technique of just using bones all the way. It could develop eventually. But generally, I'd rather go with the basic shapes. Oh, I actually, oh, look at that. Look at what I did. Oh, that was mess up. I was, it's because, it's because I'm using two different references in my sketchbook and also the one that's on the screen. And it was like, oh, the pinky and the thumb are on the opposite side, so I just kind of totally morphed that into the pinky being on the wrong side for this sketch. Ah, I can't believe I did that. That's funny. It sounds really bad, but it's funny. I'm like, this looks weird. Oh, so I'm not fully paying attention. Yes. So there we go, and then you just add the skin on top. And the nails. So that's one way of doing it. I feel like it probably takes too long. Like, it's a good technique for when the hand's not just like an easy hand, when it's overlapping itself and doing crazy things, or you're trying to like work at a particular position you haven't really done before, or haven't done it really well before. So, it's something. It's 2017 is going to get better by the minute. Looks like I'm gonna spend the 31st working on my assignments. Oh no, what happened? It's good to get the understanding of how it is built. Yeah, well, yeah, it is good to have the fundamentals of the skeleton, at least generally known, even if you don't use them in sketching. But anyway, I should get back to the actual session of freaking out with trying to draw them. Speed draw. Let's remember that pinkies are on one side while thumbs are on the other. That's helpful. Damn. Oh, I like that hand. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, not session. Aww. Dang it. It's gonna... I want to draw that hand, like, actually seriously draw it rather than figure drawing. Or not figure, like, speed drawing it, I guess I should say. I want to, like, spend the time on it. It's like a dancey hand. I love dancey hands. These are like the hands I love to draw on the girls to draw. Meanwhile, this hand, could take it or leave it. Jerk hand. That's what you are. Oh. I like that though. The curves. To do the arm. Oh man, I was drawing that. Oh well. It looks so fucked up. The fingers are hidden behind this book. Oh, okay. Doesn't even look like a hand. It's crazy where when I don't have a lot of time, I just kind of devolve into drawing it as I go along rather than doing the shape first and then the details. And that can really lead to like weird, anomalous, like, oh, this is really janky hand, or this is really janky whatever. But when I'm given time, I can do like that shape thing and work it out. I guess it's generally what I'm most comfortable with. Like here I'm doing the shape, and other hands I just won't. Because it's whatever's easier for my brain to parse at the moment. So it's one of those messy real life realizations where it's like you can learn a bunch of techniques, but it's not like you're gonna go, okay, this is how I'm gonna do things. And I'm like, I mean, unless I suppose you could train yourself to be like, no, it's always gonna be rigid, it always is gonna be this. But generally it's just like, it's good to know those fundamentals, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna always be using them in the field when you're drawing. Because it's really what it comes down to is whatever kind of flows from you easiest, where you don't have as much resistance when you're drawing. It's like, that's one of the big problems with artist block, is you're fighting against this resistance because you just can't draw, like it just doesn't come out right. There's no flow. So when you're learning something, there's definitely going to get that. You're going to get that feeling because it's going to be struggling. You have to like learn it, but you definitely don't need to feel limited to that one way of drawing the thing. But always practicing different techniques is good too. It's one of those things. It's just, it can be difficult and it can be easy and then difficult again. Like right now I am struggling with this hand and I'm freaking out because I don't have enough time. That cannot help. Christ. What is up with my inability to understand this one? Like, I see it and it's simple, but... Oh no. You're the worst hand. Okay. I need more room. Because I just discovered that my to-do list has stuff written on the backside. That's normally how it goes. The hands, I mean. Notice there's like so many contradictions in drawing. Okay. That thumb does not come out enough. It does not come out like that. It's just the tiniest bit. Oops. Alright. String. Way to make it so much more complicated to see stuff. It's funny, but it's true. Your brain has to kind of like work around these things. That's why sometimes the clothing can be so frustrating. Because it's just obstructing data, or in some cases just like hiding it, really. Oh, okay. Couldn't work out the spacing on that one. Just erase it. 5-minute one. Okay. Got this, I think. This is nice, just being able to do the line work of where the fingers are going. Ugh. Kind of looks broken. That wonderful foreshortening. All right. I think it's good enough. Yeah, you can tell what it is. The position. Oh. The name's Rage. Hello, welcome. How are you today? gonna hate this hand. I can tell now. Ooh. So awkward. So awkward. Okay. I have to live with it. Because in my head, I'm seeing this and I'm like, the finger should be over here because this is the middle of the hand that's showing. But how am I? I'm doing well. I'm a little bit tired, so that means I'll probably have to drink some black tea later. Ooh, Photoshop. No, don't do that to me. Ugh. Let's capture the shape. You good at drawing? Thank you. This is just practice, though. I'm just trying to capture the flow of the drawing, capture the general shape as quickly as possible. You can't really see the timer. Oh, I forgot to adjust that. Silly billiness. Because there's actually a timer above the image that I hardly pay attention to. I'm just like, oh, the image isn't disappearing in 2 seconds like it was before, because it starts out really fast and then it kind of slows down. Like this one, it's a 5 minute. And then it goes, I think, to 10 and then 25 at the end. But yeah, it makes it really, you have to focus on just getting the sketch and getting as much visual information as you possibly can. Which is good, because I nitpick. I nitpick like there's no tomorrow. Still better than me, I can't draw whatsoever at all. Can I actually, will it? No, it won't. It'll just, can't resize. Doesn't change a dang thing. I have to go into OBS settings and fix that. Hopefully I'll remember. If I don't remember for next session, I'll remember eventually. Curve here, and then there. And this has a bit of a sway to it here. Practice is everything. I'd say maybe not everything, but it certainly is super duper important and totally worth your time. Oh, there we go. 10 minutes. Oh, excitement. Okay. This is a relatively simple hand, so should not give me any troubles. One would hope. Okay, I'm glad I have the extra minutes because that was a mess up. Practice won't save me, I'm just awful. That's not true. Practice can save anyone and everyone. I mean, that's what we do, right? As we grow up, we learn how to speak and how to read and how to write because we have to practice it, so we learn how to do it. And how to walk. All of these things. I mean, I suck at math, right? I'm not the best at it. But I bet if I forced myself somehow at a gunpoint, probably, I would learn how to do, like, I passed school and everything, so I practiced, I did it, I was able to get through it. So, practice can work. It's just a matter of doing it, and sometimes it's not. I don't know why I'm like flipping with this hand. It's like the most simple thing. What is going on? What's going on with my brain? And some days we just have bad days. Or bad moments. Using up all my precious time here. I'll just not worry about the thumb, because that's what was tripping me up, so I'll do it last. That's how we're going to work through that issue. The tried and true method of ignoring the problem. This is so calming. Cool, good. If you practice long enough, you'll get better and better. Don't worry. Yeah, see, that's just it. Got the knuckles here. My brain keeps on telling me this is still not right. Like, you're just not getting it. And then I'm like, hey brain, you know, it'd be cool if like you could tell me what it is, what's not right. It's just like, nah, it's just something's not right. Something's not right. Like, can you be a bit more specific? It's so helpful. How much more time do I have? 5 minutes. I can do this. Probably. This last hand is in the way. That'll do. thumb. It'll master you. I'm gonna quickly flip the canvas. Kind of go off the rails here. Because for some reason it just looks flat to me. It looks like it's just sticking out there awkwardly, so. The name's Rage! Thank you so much for the follow! Glad to see you're enjoying the stream. And there goes the bot, thanking you too. Yeah, that'll do. I think we're good. You can see the hand. It's a hand. It does hand things. That's great that I've come to that decision when I have 2 more minutes left. And follow to follow because I couldn't remember following you. Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate it. Double follow. I also like it anytime someone gets the emotes going on the screen. Oh, there we go. Extra shade, because we have the time to do it. This finger's a little bit thin, I guess. Done. On to the next one. I force it. I force it. Ah, not this. Not holding a pencil. No, no. Like the start of these, when it's one I don't particularly like, and I'm just like, I have to do this for 10 minutes. I suppose that happens with really anything that you don't really like that much. And then you know how much time you have to spend on it, and it just makes it feel like, oh my god, 10 minutes? Dude, that's like years of my life. That just means that I've got to be quick. If I can make it look good in only 5 minutes, I don't have to putz around with this one. Ooh. I yawned. Look at that. Ah, Photoshop. Please. Don't do it. And then we have the cat banging at my door. And Photoshop refusing to work. There we go. Okay, alright, cat. I'll let you in, I suppose. Should do that. Be right back. You go, you crazy cat. Oh, wow. I actually don't have 10 minutes, do I? It's almost 5 o'clock. Well, I can still try to do this hand in 3 minutes. Go, go, go. The way they hold the pencil looks weird to me, I don't know why. Yeah, it's because they're not using their index finger to, what's the word I'm looking for? To control the pencil, I guess. To lead the pencil. It's like it's curled rather than straight. When I hold a pencil or a pen or whatever, I have my index finger down on the pencil to lead the strokes, not curled around it. So I think that's why you think it looks weird. 2 minutes? No! Overtime from yesterday. This is not gonna look like a legitimate hand. Okay. Focus. Dang it, Photoshop. Quit doing that. The worst. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's just my tablet. It's not actually Photoshop. Which is just, it's kind of sad, but... Okay. Cat, are you climbing on things because you want more food? Is that a thing you're doing right now? Trying to make my life more difficult. Alright, well. This position's definitely not one I like. When my brain, I guess, doesn't like. So that's something. The time is up, so did pretty good, I think. Erased a bunch of stuff, kept some stuff. I don't want to save. That was a reflex. Zoom out, Control Z. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Okay, so thank you, everyone that stopped by, hung out, said hello. I appreciate it. Spread the word if you like the stream, because it helps the channel grow. Check out the Discord for some fun emotes, if you have not. And really fun community stuff like table toppers. Zarlik, I saw you posting. I don't really go over there too much to that text channel, but I saw like people posting me like, hey, when are we gonna play like D&D or backpack, sword and backpack or something. And check out the events tab on the Twitch channel to know what we'll be streaming next. I still need to text Sunnyside Ab and see if we're doing a chill fest tonight, because I'm not super sure. We might be. Alcos, hello. I missed the stream again. So that might just be like a last minute addition of like, yes, we're chill festing. But otherwise, tomorrow is a digital paint stream where we'll hopefully finish up that last image that we've been working on and start working on the Dark Brotherhood stained glass stuff. So that'll be fun. Big thanks to the names Rage for the refollow and Zen for the host. If there's something that you liked or disliked about this stream, you can click the stream feedback links in the Twitch info panel or on the Discord and let me know all about it. Because feedback is important. As always, from my heart to yours, good luck.